guys, this is my second pregnancy vlog that I am posting. I am 1 day shy of 14 weeks pregnant, and today has been kind of a rough day. Before I really get into that, I want to kind of touch base on my previous post that I did, my previous vlog. I did my update on the USO baby shower, and then I also talked about a couple of items that I bought. I bought a body pillow, and I also bought the Mama Bee belly butter. So I kind of wanted to tell you, let's see if we can see that, a little bit about those before I get started with how my day has gone so far today. So the belly butter I actually really like a lot. It, like I said in the last post, it doesn't have a smell to it, so it's really nice, not overpowering, and it actually is really easy when putting it on. It's really smooth and moisturizing, and it seems to last pretty much all day. I try to put this on every day since I got it, and so far I really like it. I will have to let you know later on if it actually helps with stretch marks, because right now it's still too soon to know, because I am just barely 14 weeks. So we will see. My belly's not that big yet, so I'll keep you posted on that. But my body pillow is awesome. I absolutely love it. It was the, I don't have it in here with me right now, but it was the Boppy Total Custom Pillow. I probably totally butchered that, but I'll post down below exactly what it was that I had used. And I actually so far really like it. One thing that I'm having a hard time getting used to is laying only on my left side. I am typically a side sleeper anyways, but I do like to mostly sleep on my right side, so it's hard for me to try and switch that and go to my left side more often. But the pillow does kind of help because I kind of entangle myself in it, so that way I'm not tempted to go onto my right side. And also because of that, I don't tend to go onto my back. If I do ever tend to go onto my back, my body kind of automatically wakes me up to let me know that I need to move over. So that's been pretty good. So far, thumbs up on the body pillow. So enough of that. I want to talk about my doctor appointment today. It was pretty scary, and it was kind of an eye-opener for me. So far my pregnancy has gone perfect. I didn't have any crazy symptoms. I never had nausea or vomiting. I haven't had any cravings so far. Aches and pains, I really, only in the beginning I had some cramping from the uterus expanding, I'm assuming. Some bloating. Other than that, I've been pretty well off. I've been feeling pretty good. Of course, during my first trimester, I was very tired all the time, which I can tell it's starting to slowly get better. So I'm not as tired as I was. I can do more things now. Going to work isn't as hard for me because I do physical therapy. I'm a PTA. So I do a lot of physical work, and that has been getting better, so it doesn't take as much energy as it did in the beginning. So I just kind of, I was hoping I wouldn't get hit with something later on, with medical complications or anything like that. But we did find out today that I may have chronic high blood pressure, so chronic hypertension, which is kind of scary. I've not really had problems with my blood pressure in the past, so it was kind of unexpected. I have had issues with my heart. I've had palpitations before in the past, so we actually, funny story, we did a preconception visit with the doctor, and we talked to them about our concerns about my heart problems, and we did a Holter monitor for that. And some of you may know that from my blog. I've talked about having that Holter monitor done. Well, that was back in July, and it is now November, and I never heard the results of my Holter monitor, so I assumed no news was good news, everything was fine. You know, the doctor did go ahead and clear us to start trying to conceive. We conceived. Well, come to find out, they lost the results, and so that we have no clue what happened with those. We don't know if there's anything wrong. My blood pressure today, going into my appointment, was 140/90, which is high, very high for me. I don't know if it was my anxiety and fears going into this appointment, because every time I go into my appointments I'm kind of anxious and I'm kind of worried, just because you never know what they can say, and I'm just worried they won't be able to find the heartbeat or anything. I just always worry. And I've always been like that. I'm a worrywart, so I assumed that's what it was. Well, they checked it again, and it was 126/87, which is better. It's still a little high, but it was better than the initial. Well, the doctor did say that she's worried about chronic hypertension, so she kind of filled me in a little bit on that. It can cause problems later on in birth, or in pregnancy actually, for preeclampsia. I don't know a whole lot about it. I've done a little bit of research, but I still have a lot to look into it. I started to today, but I started getting really worried, and I had to put it aside because I was really stressing myself out, and I just didn't want to look at it anymore, because I just wanted to calm myself down, because I don't want to put stress on the baby, obviously, or on myself. So I just kind of set it aside for right now. I will continue to follow up on it. I'll do research, and then also I'll let you guys know a little bit about it, because I did try to find videos on YouTube from other moms that may have experienced this, and it seems like there are not many videos about it. So hopefully I can help some of you moms that may be struggling with the same thing. So anyways, the next step that we had to take from there was we had some lab work done, and then we had a urinalysis. So as I was saying, I had the blood work done, the urinalysis test done, and also I got prescribed a prescription for baby aspirin, just to go on a regimen of 1 baby aspirin a day. So hopefully that'll help with my blood pressure, and we'll see from there. Now, on top of that lab work, I was instructed to do a 24-hour urinalysis, or 24-hour urine sample test. So what happens is they sent me home with a big tub, or a barrel, as my husband would like to call it. It is very obnoxiously huge, and I have to do exactly what it sounds like. I have to catch my urine for 24 hours and put it into this barrel, and then I have to return it. So I'm going to start tomorrow. Tomorrow morning I'm going to start with that test, and then I will turn it in on Thursday morning, because today is Tuesday. So I'll show you this tub, barrel, whatever. It is huge. It holds a lot. Looks like 3,000 liters, ounces. I'm not really sure what this is. Anyways, it doesn't say, but it holds a lot. You may see some stickers on there. That is thanks to my husband. We were waiting in the pharmacy for my medication, and he found these stickers on the floor and decided that he needed to decorate my urine tub. So these are Thomas the Train stickers that he found. James and Murdoch. And I'm not sure the lab is going to appreciate that, but my husband thought that it needed some flair. So I'm just gonna leave it. I don't really care. So yeah, that is going to check the protein in my urine to see if I'm dumping a lot of protein into my urine, I guess. That would, if I do dump a lot of protein, then that means that I am at risk for preeclampsia, or I am in preeclampsia. I'm not really 100% sure, but I do know that those two correlate with each other. So if this test comes back normal, and they check it later on and that is normal as well, then hopefully we are not at risk for preeclampsia, from my understanding. If any of you guys that are watching this know more about this, definitely let me know down below. I would be very interested to hear anybody else's experience with this. Any information is awesome. And yeah, so I will be starting that tomorrow. And like I said, 4 weeks from now we have our next appointment, so hopefully I should hear about all of my tests and find out more from there. We're going to be doing EKGs pretty regularly from what my doctor said. We do have a baseline EKG that was done in July that they can look back on to see if there's any changes throughout the pregnancy. I'm not sure if we're going to do another Holter monitor. I still can't believe that they lost it. They just, I don't know what happened there. That's that base hospital for you. It happens, I guess, and it's discouraging, but we're just going to move on past it. There's nothing we can do about it now, but we'll just see how it goes from here on out. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me again. I am so overwhelmed with everybody that's commenting and watching the videos, and I am so happy. There are other moms that are due in May as well. Oh, that's another thing. Before I go, this is actually the main reason why I was really upset today. Obviously the chronic hypertension possibility, but if I do have chronic hypertension, and they, are worried about it throughout my entire pregnancy, then that means I have to be induced at 39 weeks, which is so discouraging for me, because my goal for this pregnancy was to try and go through it as natural as possible. I really didn't want to be induced, number one, and then number two, I wanted to try and go without an epidural. So I am absolutely terrified of the thought of having an epidural done. So I obviously know first-time moms kind of have a rough go with their first babies, and so I commend everybody that can do it. Everybody, first-time moms, anybody that can do it without an epidural. And I really, 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 really want to try and do that. Even still now, fingers crossed, everything goes well and I can still try that. But the problem is, if they do have to induce me, then that means my contractions are going to be coming stronger and quicker, and it's going to be stronger for a longer period of time. So my doctor just basically told me, don't get your hopes up on having a natural birth, for one, as far as induction goes, because they pretty much have a protocol that if you have chronic hypertension, you have to be induced by 39 weeks. She did say that if for some reason I do really well throughout the pregnancy and my blood pressure, is stable and low enough that we can kind of see how it goes closer to time, we'll just kind of wing it and see. She still says, as a doctor, per protocol, they will be inducing at 39 weeks. So I'm hoping that that changes, but you never know. So yeah, that would actually put us being due the week of May 8th. which is close to my husband's birthday. So his birthday is on the 12th. That would be the Friday of that week. So we'll see what happens. We may be having a baby sooner than we thought, just by a week, but we'll see how that goes. I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, comment down below and let me know if you guys have experienced any of this or if you have any tips for me. Thank you so much for following all of my videos that I posted so far. I know I'm really new at this and I don't really have much for you guys yet, but I promise I'm going to try and get better and do bump updates, and which I need to finish off with. And yeah, I'll just update you guys along the way with my medical issues that I'm seeming to have now. So yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will finish off with a belly shot, and I will talk to you guys later. So here it is. This is my 1 day short of 14-week pregnant shot. It's a teeny tiny little belly. Nothing too crazy. Boobs are pretty big right now. I'm not complaining. I don't think my husband's complaining either. So yeah, I'm already wearing my first maternity sweater because it is so comfortable, and I just needed something because everything else was too tight. Alright, so thanks again. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.